I note the Australian flag over your left shoulder there. What do you make of people I dub suburban terrorists cutting Captain Cook's statue off at the ankles and daubing paint about the colony will fail on a statue?
Well, I keep hearing the words vandalism. I mean, this is not vandalism, it's willful damage. And they should be charged accordingly. And they should also pay restitution. If they don't want to do that, we'll put them in jail. I'm just sick of seeing this every Australian Day. The Australians I know, they just want to celebrate the fact that we get to live here and how great our country is. They want to go to the cricket and not hear any of this nonsense. And I'd encourage every one of them, get out there, wave your flags at the Gabba tomorrow if you're at the test. Be loud and proud.
What do you do on Australia Day in your local community?
Well, they won't like me saying this because it's a bit of a secret. Tomorrow I'm going to a place called Woodgate Beach. They do a breakfast at 7 o'clock in the morning at the community hall. Most of the people that live there don't want anyone else to know that it's such a great spot. So I'll be down there with the local member, Steve Bennett. He's a local state member, and it's a great breakfast, and they celebrate everything that's wonderful about Australia.
We won't tell anyone that you told us. Your secret's safe with us. On that supermarket announcement that came out of the press club today, that was a re-announcement, wasn't it?
Oh, they'd already committed to it, for sure. And I think the challenge with this, and look, to be frank, this is the way to deal with it, because those who are selling to the supermarkets, they're not going to go on the record and absolutely bag those people who are the only ones that are buying their products. You imagine going out and telling your employer at a Senate inquiry about how bad they are, Steve. They're just not going to risk it. They've got too much on the line. So this is the way to deal with it, and it's been around for a long time. And I'm all for divestiture laws, mate. I think we should implement them in Australia. You used to have the big eight for PwC and all those others in terms of the consulting firms. Now you've got the big four. Well, now you've got Coles and Woolworths and a little bit from Aldi and IGA. I think the more that we have in terms of diversity for our customers and for those who are selling ag products, the better off we are.
Yeah, I'm a big IGA fan. Can I just ask you were in Parliament when Julia Gillard famously said there'll be no carbon tax under a government I lead. Is the Prime Minister's lying during the election campaign over stage 3 worse, as bad or not as bad?
I think this is much worse, much, much worse. And it doesn't matter whether they make commitments today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, next election. No one will believe them because it doesn't matter what they say, they won't deliver it. And I think Jim Chalmers, this is an absolute stitch-up on Anthony Albanese. This is a Jimbo-nomics special, this one. He's the reverse Robin Hood. He took the $1,500 lower and middle income tax offset worth $1,500 away last financial year. And now he's saying he's going to give back around $900 and wants a standing ovation. It is just ridiculous. So I think Albo's walked into one here. It's a booby trap. I think the Australian people, they won't wear this. And we need to remain committed to what we intended to do with stage 3. Bracket creep, it's more than $40 billion over the next 10 years. Jim's rubbing his hands together. More of the taxpayers' money for him.
Keith, have a great Australia Day. Always appreciate catching up with you.